guys, this is Prophetic Word number 2 of the 9 that I received on December the 14th, 2013. I'm just going to jump right on into it. The title of this one is Hear My Voice. Hear my voice, my children. I speak to my own, and they hear my voice. The voice of the stranger they will not follow. Incline your ear to me. I will speak to each of you. You will not need to search out the voice of the prophet, because I will speak to you directly all that you shall do. I am with you. I am in you. I am your guide. Be still, my child. I speak from within you. Incline your ear to me. I will not fail you in your time of trouble. I am the friend that sticks closer than a brother. I will not leave you. I am in you. Rest in me. Trust in me. I will speak to my children one-on-one. You will hear me. Brothers and sisters will confirm my words one to another. There shall be unification in spirit, for my children shall hear my counsel. Do not look to this world for answers. They have none. Seek me only. I will be your guide. You, my little ones, shall lead those that do not know me. You have answers the world will seek, because you have me. Stand tall, my beloved. I am with you. I am in you. Hear my voice. Okay, I have just a few scriptures that I'm going to share with you. This is John chapter 10, verses 27 through 30. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give to them eternal life, and they shall never, ever perish, and not anyone shall pluck them out of my hand. My Father who gave them to me is greater than all, and no one is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. I and the Father are one. Okay, good stuff. I say it all the time. We have the ability to hear God's voice. Not just me, not just those with prophetic gifts, but all of God's children has the ability to hear the voice of God. God is on the inside of us. He dwells within our born-again spirit. And that is from where we hear His voice. We don't hear with our natural ears, not normally. Some people say they have heard audibly, and I believe they have. I have never personally heard God speak audibly. He always speaks on the inside of me. So that's how we hear Him, and it is a still small voice. But if we ask Him questions and be still, we can hear Him answer from within us. And sometimes we don't ask questions, God just speaks. And God does indeed speak in different ways. Sometimes the way He speaks to me is word for word, the way He does in these prophetic flows. And then there's times where I get words of knowledge, where ideas and thoughts come from Him. And I know they're coming from Him. That's a spiritual gift called words of knowledge or words of wisdom. And those do not always come word for word. Sometimes they come in ideas and thoughts. But it still is from the Lord. But we put the words to the understanding, to that knowledge or to that wisdom. The Lord does speak in many different ways. But He definitely does speak to His children. And He's speaking more and more as His Spirit right now is being poured out upon all flesh. That has begun. It has begun. It began 2,000 years ago, but it's getting greater and greater in these last days. God is pouring out His Spirit upon His children, and that's going to continue to grow greater and greater as times get darker and darker upon the earth. The light is going to get brighter and brighter, and you're going to hear His voice more. And like it says in this word, will not have to seek out the voice of the prophet, because the Lord will be is speaking and will be more and more speaking to each one of us on an individual level. I want to share one more, a couple more scriptures with you real quick. John 17:11 says, "And now I am in the world no longer, but these are in the world, and I come to you, Holy Father, keep them in your name, those whom you have given me, so they may be one as we are one." Now this is Jesus praying for his disciples. And I'm going to jump on down to John chapter 17. I'm going to jump down to verses 16 through 21. This is still Jesus praying. "They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through your truth. Your word is truth. As you have sent me into the world, even so I have sent them into the world. And I sanctify myself for their sakes, so that they also might be sanctified in truth. And I do not pray for these alone, but for those also who shall believe on me through his word, that they all may be one, as you, Father, are in me, and I in you, and that they also may be one in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me." Guys, the Lord really does want believers, true believers, to be unified. That doesn't mean that we're always going to agree about everything, but I believe that we're all hearing God say the same thing, but some of us, all of us actually, or may interpret what the Lord is saying a little bit differently. But I know that the Lord is going to make things more clear, perfectly clear. We're going to understand things more and more clear every day as we head into the last of the last days. But the Lord wants us to be unified. This was his prayer for his people, and it's going to happen. It is going to happen. I believe that Jesus' prayers are always answered. And I know that we are one in him, and we are spiritually one with each other. But he wants us to love each other, and he wants us to be unified in our hearts, in our minds, and in our spirits, the way they were in the book of Acts. They were all in, one mind and one accord. And the Lord wants us to be that way again. And as the Lord makes his self and his ways and his thoughts more and more clear in our hearts, we will become more and more unified. And that's just an awesome thing. Well, that's all I have for right now. I'll be uploading the rest of these words that the Lord gave me. I believe it was Saturday morning, as soon as I can. I love you guys. I'm praying for you. God bless you. Bye-bye.